turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Michael Wacha grabbed his 15th win on the bump. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. At the moment, the Cardinals are in second place in the NL Central, only a game and a half back. The Brewers are atop the division. They have a small game and a half advantage over second. The Los Angeles Dodgers were in Arizona to take on the Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks came away with the win. The final was 7-4. Timmy Hansen had a huge day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3. Right now, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West. They're 15 and a half games out of first. The Dodgers are atop the division. They have a commanding 7.5 game advantage over second. The Giants were in Denver to take on the Colorado Rockies, and the Giants came away with the win. The final was 8-4. Michael Morse collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. Julio Teheran was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. Looking at the standings, the Rockies are in second place in the NL West, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Giants are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers were in Boston to take on the Red Sox, and it was the Tigers who prevailed. The score was 8-5. Austin Jackson launched 3 long balls and drove in 6 runs for his team. Anibal Sanchez was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. As of today, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 12 games behind first place. The Tigers are in 3rd place in the AL Central, 6.5 games back. The Blue Jays were in the Big Apple to play the Yankees, and it was the Yankees who came out on top. The final was 10-5. Brian McCann showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Todd Lasseter threw well enough to earn his 9th W of the year. Heading into today, the Yankees are in 4th place in the AL East, 14 games back. The Blue Jays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Tampa Bay Rays were in Charm City to match up against the Orioles, and it was the O's who came away victorious, 8-1. David Lowe was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. Miguel Gonzalez gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. At the moment, the Orioles are in 2nd place in the AL East, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The Rays are atop the division, 3.5 games ahead of second. The Minnesota Twins were on the south side of Chicago to take on the White Sox, and it was the Twins who came out on top. Score was 4-1. Ricky Nolasco was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. Looking at the standings, the White Sox are in 4th place in the AL Central, 8 games out of first. The Twins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Padres were in Cleveland doing interleague battle with the Indians, and it was the Pods who collected the W. The final was 3-0. Jed Jerko was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. As of today, the Indians sit in 1st place in the American League Central Division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Padres sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, 14.5 out of first. The Houston Astros were at the K to do battle with the Royals, and it was Houston who held on for the win in extra innings. The final score was 7-6. Right now, the Royals are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 3 games back. The Astros sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers paid visit to the OC to take on the Halos at Angel Stadium, and it was the Rangers who came away victorious. The final was 3-0. Tanner Scheppers pitched well and earned his 14th victory on the year. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. Tyler Skaggs was tagged with a tough luck loss despite tossing 8 innings and allowing 0 earned. At the moment, the Angels are in 3rd place in the AL West. They're 19.5 games out of first. The Rangers are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Oakland Athletics did battle with the M's at Safeco Field. The Mariners came away with the win, 6-0. Hisashi Iwakuma was dominant throughout the game, tossing a complete game 1-hitter for the win. Heading into today, the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The A's are 2nd in the division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.